about here. So the first one I had was Chat or GPT-5 is more expensive than Claude. Here's why. So this one's from Tony, and he goes into. I never understood how these tokens worked anyway. So I got the upgrade this week, and I think it's way better. Then I was talking to Jim, and he says, "Oh, it's not way better." But what do these tokens mean anyway, Keyan? Like, what's the
So tokens a weird thing. You can roughly think of it as like a syllable or a word, but basically when you add input to one of these black box AIs, they chop it all up into small pieces. They have some logic that does it, and they try to remove things that are meaningless and keep the things that are meaningful. But that's what they mean by token, is one of those pieces, one of those pieces that are left, and they also mean that on the output. And so their APIs charge based on how many of these tokens you give them into their black box and how many tokens their black box spits out, or you ask it the black box to spit out. It's really hard to like estimate the cost of things this way because you don't know exactly how many tokens are generated. Maybe you do. I haven't. Maybe if you interact with these APIs a lot, they give you some estimates. But yeah, it's a bit, even that, like the pricing structure is a bit of a black box.
Yeah, to me that feels like fiat.
It is quite a fiat system, but I think it's mostly just like a hasty thing. Like everyone wants to use these APIs, everyone wants to use AI, and this is like the best price. This is like where their cost. This is like directly related to how much it costs them to assist you in your AI query. So that's why they use this pricing model. It's
Yeah.
almost like pay for what you get type of thing.
So Optimism had this. You said C107 GPT-5 system card. Let's see if this pulls up. Looks a little bit too long. Yeah, I don't want to go through all that, but if I go back here, let me go back here. But this is what he pulled in here. Anyways, I just wanted to get to the part where I talk about ChatGPT 5. Dude, I freaking love it. I think it's way better than 4. I can feel a big difference, especially when you use the research one. It's night and day for me, at least for what I use it for. Night and day, night and day. Like, and the other, so like I was doing some stuff for startup school, and I was questioning it, and I was like, this doesn't make sense. Tell me why you gave me this output, because I want to understand why you gave me that. And I never have done this before. I was just like, because I was just really genuine curious why. And I was basically treating it how I would treat a person that I'm talking, like, you know what I mean? And it was like, no, this is why. This was my deductive reasoning behind it. And da 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 da. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I was just like, yeah, you're right. This is, and now that I've seen the two things, I'm like, no, this is the exact why we should go that way. And I was just like, oh, that makes a ton of sense. But it's so good, dude. It's so good. It really gets you to where you need to be. And that's where I kind of was going back to the last thing is, unless you can critically think through these things and you know the difference between slop and actually what the destination that you're trying to you're trying to get to. If you don't know the destination you're trying to get to, or where you're trying to
The outcome, the goal.
yeah, if you don't know what you're trying to get to, or the right, the thing that you're trying to reach, you won't know, you won't know that. And I think that's why it's so crucial to understand what you're talking about, because if you don't understand what you're talking about and you have no experience doing it and you're just guessing, like, that's a scary place to operate in.
Yeah, where you're trusting AI to come up with the answers for you,
Yeah,
not help you get answers that
yeah,
you could come up with, but just
yeah,
faster. Yeah.
yeah. So that's where, like, because I was questioning it, I was like, it's like, this doesn't make sense. Like, why would you? And then it was like, oh wow, actually that makes a ton of sense. It was just like being corrected. I was like, interesting. But anyways, I think it's really good. Have you played with GPT-5 at all?
I think I was using it on Cursor for a bit. I think Cursor was like, hey, GPT-5 came out. We think it's the smartest model we've ever seen. So you should use it. And it's free, or it's promotional, free, whatever. And so I added it and I used it. But I was getting kind of crappy results. So I mostly use Cursor with like tabbed autocomplete is how I'm able to use it right on the problem I'm currently working on. So I don't know. I'm not like a power user of AI at the moment, so I can't really be like this model is better than this model. I mostly use it as autocomplete, uh, better autocomplete than what exists before.
Mm-hmm.
Not that that's all it is, but it is. That is my usage of it. I have used them to think through things before or do research, and it does a pretty good job at that. But I'm not like a I'm not I don't spend an hour or two a day with AI like I know a lot of people do.
Yeah. There is this new app that I downloaded. It's called Truthly. It's a Christian AI um, app, but it only lets you search through like scripture, but it's actually curated by people who understand it. So it's going through all of the like it's going through everything that it like all the I guess all the data or whatever. And so I've been playing with that. It's really fascinating to use because I've been asking it questions and
Like about scripture.
about scripture, yeah. Like and it I don't know what model it's using, but it's it's really interesting that even when it's like a an app that that just has data around a specific topic or like a thing, like it's really good, which is crazy to think of. It just really shows you that like if you build something with just your data and your and stuff that you're just interested in, it could really be because it's charging like $7.99 a month. I don't think I'm gonna keep it, but yeah,
Oh.
but it's really fascinating.
Yeah, it is cool. It's going to crop up everywhere.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of these different because imagine a sports one, like somebody doing a whole sports version of it. Because
It,
yeah,
I have a friend who's a doctor who says he knows of a company. He's a specific type of doctor. He says he knows of a company that they're worth billions of dollars now, and all they do is they tried to make an assistant for that type of specialty of doctor. They like train their own model
yeah,
to help that type of doctor. They're worth billions of dollars.
yeah. Like where's Bloomberg's version of their thing, right? Like that's what I'm saying. I don't think uh, ChatGPT is gonna be the one that grabs everybody. I think that's gonna be the the I don't want to call it Walmart, but it's gonna be like the Target.
Oh, interesting.
I think that's gonna be like the Walmart, Target, or like the Amazon that everybody goes to. But it's not gonna be the special. It's gonna be the one that everybody uses, but it's not gonna be the specialized one. I think it's kind of what I'm starting to realize now. I think you're gonna have specialized ones for private. Um, I'm surprised there's not a Bitcoin one yet. I'm surprised no one has made a Bitcoin version of just for Bitcoin developers or Bitcoin. Um,
They have
they have?
not a, no, I don't think it's a. I think they use another L. I think they might use uh, Llama or something, but I think it's like Bitcoin. It might be Bitcoin search.xyz. They have a chat tab where you can basically chat with the corpus of Bitcoin knowledge, and I think it's out of Brink.
No, I think no, I think that's one use case, obviously, like the data stuff. But I mean, like from like a Bitcoin developer one.
I don't know exactly what you mean.
No, imagine like it like the code stuff, the code stuff.
Oh, you can do that pretty well with
Oh, you
a
can.
normal frontier
Oh, okay.
model. It's not that.
It's not that. It's not that.
It's Bitcoin uses computer science.
Oh,
And
okay.
so if an LLM understands computer science and understands enough about Bitcoin and which computer science applies to Bitcoin, it can assist you with Bitcoin stuff pretty well.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So
but
it
you
doesn't need to be too in tune. It doesn't mean it.
No,
Any
but you do,
generic one can be it.
at least for Bitcoin programming. But if I want to ask I don't want to ask OpenAI questions about Bitcoin. I would prefer to go to Bitcoin search.xyz or something purpose
Mm,
built like that is going to scope my answers. It already has a
yeah.
lot of context. It already has a prompt that was put into the system that will guide me in the way that
Yeah.
I don't have to do that work myself. But
Interesting.
yeah.